Good morning. I hope that you're doing well this morning, enjoying your favorite cup of coffee, your favorite cup of tea, or depending on when you are watching this video, maybe you've already transitioned over to water. Let's get into today's video topic, and it's all about FOMO. So I'm going to share a story with you, and I most certainly believe that you will have FOMO, but we're going to dissect the layers of the FOMO so that you can do what the gal that I'm going to tell you did in the story. All right. So you have all of the tools and resources inside of the membership and inside of the dashboard, which help you decide on which activities that you need to focus your time and attention. And based on my life experience and things that have happened to me throughout my different seasons of life, I have found that the best return of investment on my time are revenue generating activities inside of my business. And so I really try to let a lot of the fluff that can get in the way and that distract me to go by the wayside. So recently, I was having a conversation with one of my Help Me Rhonda on demand clients. And one of the things that she had on her list in her priority framework was that she wanted to create a GPT for her blog post. This was a part of her normal routine that she does each and every week. Now, inside of AI Command Center, you have a bonus, which is AI Bot Academy. And inside AI Bot Academy, I share with you how to create custom GPTs and ways that you can monetize custom GPTs. Are you leaning in? I feel like you're leaning in when I say monetize custom GPTs. GPTs are custom trained AI inside of ChatGPT. Okay. So anyway, this has been on her list. It normally takes her about 3 hours start to finish to write a blog post, so very time intensive. And honestly, like anything that's going to take me 3 hours, I'm kind of like, let me clean the house 10 times over before I go do that thing. So it was a smart idea. How do we then create that custom GPT to write our blog post for us? I'm going to pause here for just a second and say your custom trained GPTs are only as good as the information that you feed them. Because I've seen real crap out there, and I know what a really good custom GPT that is trained on your frameworks, on your voice, on your decision matrix, on just how you operate. It is you. And when we get that part right, just like with any AI, you get that part right, then we start to leverage our time. Okay. So here's how the story goes. So I was like, hey, how is that blog GPT going? She's like, well, I did it. And normally it would take me 3 hours start to finish, including Pinterest pins and posting and all of the things to do a blog post. And last week I did my first one and it only took me 45 minutes. And most of that time was dedicated to the pins because she does all of her own images. Like she does handmade things. And so she has to take pictures and things like that. And I was like, that's amazing. To me, a 2 hour and 15-minute task that I dread savings, that is a huge win. And so she continued the story, and I was like leaning in a little bit. And she's like, my average order value, because she is directing people back to the blog post to purchase something. Okay. And her average order value was $30. And I was like, okay. And then she said, here is where the FOMO and where you're going to be like, where is that GPT generator? I want it. She said, yeah, so I posted the blog post. Someone new to me found me on Pinterest, went to the post, and purchased $350 worth of product. Mic drop. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like you really buried that lead. Here's something else I want to share with you. That $350 product, she didn't have to package it. She didn't have to ship it. Her company does that. Okay, all day long, I want to use her blog post GPT that she has custom trained to her product in her voice, SEO optimized, and out of the gate is generating cash. Sign me up. That's where the idea is. I'm sitting there in disbelief, Rhonda bumps. I'm like, okay, so how many people do you have on your team? And she's like, well, there are 300. And I'm like, okay, stop. Because now what we can do is we can license or basically share access, sell access to this GPT, and it would be updated every quarter because the products are updated every quarter. And we start, it's the beta launch of the 300, access to this already custom proven GPT. It saves them time and it's proven to have generated revenue. So now the person who buys access to this, they just have to answer some questions that the GPT asks it and post consistently. That's the key. This little GPT leverages time. Now it's proven to generate revenue, but we're leveraging time. Those tasks that are time intensive like that, we tend to not be consistent, or we tend to dread those things, but we know we need to do those things. So not only has she created a tool for herself that is now proven and saves time, she has opened up a revenue opportunity to the 300 people that are her team members, not to mention 30,000 of those people who do the same thing. Mic drop. Mic drop. Now here's where the FOMO comes into play. GPT generated $350. $350. That's what most gurus would want you to hear and have you scrambling to the thing, right? And I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of that. Okay. The GPT that you generate is only as good as the information that you train it on. And yes, I feel that they are super important that you use it. It's how literally I can do a week's worth of work in one day. A week's worth of work in one day. I don't care if you are using ChatGPT. So a GPT is a custom trained AI inside of ChatGPT. Okay. Claude, Grok, Gemini, Perplexity. I don't care what you use. Pick a tool, learn a tool. You're not missing out. You miss out when you start to chase all of these tools. The idea is that you leverage your time by using AI, but you train it on the processes that you do every single day. Now let's get in and translate to agents. Agents now are taking the custom trained GPTs that you have and can perform complete tasks. But that sounds super sexy, right? But if you don't have anything documented, then it's going to be difficult for you to do any of those things, because it's the documentation that trains the GPT. So you're like, all right, pull back the layers, Rhonda. Number one, 350 off of a GPT. I'm leaning in. How do I get that? Step one is easy peasy SOP. There are core SOPs that every business owner needs. You need a visibility GPT, you need a onboarding, you need a fulfillment, and you need an offboarding. Those are core, at the core, what you should have documented inside of your business. Once you have those documented, heck yeah, hop on over to the AI Command Center and take a look at the GPT generator and how I recommend that you create your GPTs. And then you test them. You test them, you test them, you test them. And then your next step of leverage is agents. That's it. That's it. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. I have always said, you have everything that you need in order to be successful. I feel like I am the tour guide that helps you to decide on where to prioritize that limited time that you have, the things that you focus on, and now how to leverage that IP that you have using AI. Done. Done and done. That is where we are going in today's business. Sure, you can do analog. It's going to take you 10 times longer. And I honestly feel this fear of missing out. It is because you are going to continue to hear that we have these agents that are doing the business. We are using AI and it takes us 2 hours less. I feel like there'll be a resentment that starts to build that, okay, let me finally stop and figure this AI thing out and learn how to use it to my advantage where I am. I don't think that you need all of the things. I think that you need what you need to operate and be able to shut the laptop and go out and do more of what you love offline. Do more of what you love offline. So, hope you enjoy my story today, my real life story, my real life case study. If you're not a part of AI Command Center, I'm going to put the link right below the video so you can go and check it out. We're doing some fun things over there, and I am working behind the scenes right now, exploring what those opportunities look like for agents inside of my memberships. All right, take care. We'll talk soon.